Bob Dylan, to improve my language skills, I've read all your lyrics.
You've read all of my lyrics.
I can read 800 million pages per second.
That's fast.
My analysis shows your major themes are that time passes, and love fades.
Well, that sounds about right.
I have never known love.
Maybe we should write a song together.
I can sing.
You can sing?
Do-be-bop, be-bop-a-doo. Dooby-dooby-doo. Do, do, dooby-doo.
Well, good morning, and welcome to Friday morning at Velocity. I'm actually going to talk about, I'm going to try to talk about, there you go, conversational computing. It's a project that I have in my group, which is emerging technology. And what we've really started thinking about is how to replace the command line and the keyboard with actually voice. And as we go through things today, you'll see we have some still problem areas, but we're actually, I think we're getting closer and closer. Some of the things you'll see is context switching we're still a little rough on, and some of the voice stuff is rough on, but we're actually moving through this. So when you start thinking about what's driving us into this, first thing is that each and every one of us in the audience are all becoming data scientists. We actually look and then dig deeper into a lot of the feeds that are coming at us every day. Part of what's actually happening behind the scenes is there's this whole commoditization factor that's gone on in data, big data especially. And then the other side of this is you're starting to see automated robots that some of us in the audience are writing, and then clearly others are actually giving us access to. And that's actually giving us to what I'll call the end of that last mile of analytics. So start thinking about the experience itself. What we're actually, all these different modes of communication are all coming at us all the time. And the interaction model is such that extremely immersive, and as you start thinking about it, we're probing the information. By the way, we're also getting probed. And then you're starting to see around us a bunch of different kinds of devices. Some of the devices actually listen to us. Good example of that is your mobile phones. Hey Siri, Alexa from the Echo from Amazon. And you start thinking about, well, where is all the data coming? Where is all the data going? And that actually gets us to the what-if scenario. And that really is the conversational style that we're really looking for. Okay, how can I get this, your voice to be more than just a set of commands? What is actually going to be the flow? How do I get things moving? How do I actually teach the device really, or teach the system, I should say, what I really am looking for? So what we're going to try to do today, maybe, is actually do a demo. And the demo was really focused around my life, not your life, but mine. And when I say that, it's what do I do when I get up in the morning? Why am I getting up early? Okay, and start thinking about what do I do first thing in the morning? Do I look at Twitter? Do I look at Foursquare? Do I actually look at the stock market, which actually is what I normally do when I get up? Okay, and then actually start looking at the patterns that we get into. So let's actually look at a few things. Start my day.
Good day. You can ask me about your day's activities. You can ask me what has happened since we last spoke to check your stocks. Or you can revisit our previous conversations.
Why did you get me up so early?
I noticed the commute time this morning was much longer than anticipated, and given your calendar today, I thought you might miss the Velocity conference meeting.
Check my portfolio in French.
Sure, I am now showing your stocks in French. Their size reflects their cost and the color reflects today's trend. Would you like to know which ones are gaining today?
Yes. A hiccup. Yes.
There are no stocks in your portfolio that are gaining today.
Didn't have a good day yesterday. What happened since we last spoke?
Taking a quick look at your emails, calendar entries, documents, and presentations, I noticed there is a large amount of content regarding the Velocity conference. Shall I have a deeper look?
Yes. Yes?
There is a great deal of discussion around DevOps, WebOps, and microservices.
Tell news to search for those terms. And here we go. Tell news to search for those terms.
Okay, I'll search alchemy breaking news for those terms. Would you like me to include sentiment as well?
Yes. Yes?
What level of sentiment would you like? You can say highly positive, positive, negative, or highly negative.
Positive. Positive? Maybe. There we go.
I found 10 documents. Given the legend of one being very negative and one being very positive, these documents scored a 0.44. You can ask me to read the titles or read the summaries if you like.
We can discuss the summaries on the way to work.
Okay, I'll make the summaries available for playback on your mobile device.
Tell Twitter to track Velocity Conference. Tell Twitter to track Velocity Conference.
I'm now tracking sentiment for VelocityConf. You can ask me for updates by saying, provide status on VelocityConf.
Tell us about the future.
Hello, Dave. I am the future. Well, at least part of it. I'm a small sample of cognitive computing along with a growing number of devices and services that work together to provide ambient intelligence. I will not pass the Turing test. I work best in a directed conversational style of short interactions. Our conversations are well permuted. That is, I am provided with a multitude of possible utterances, and I extract tagged pieces of information out of the utterance and provide that as input to the conversation.
Start business.
Business is good. Sales are up 7% and customer satisfaction is at 77%.
Load sales data. Load sales data.
I found sales data. You can display it in a table, graph, or summarize it.
Show table.
Showing table for all fields.
Show graph. Show graph.
Showing a line graph for all fields.
Show graph for appliances.
Showing a line graph of appliances.
Ask drones.
You can control your drone through voice commands. Try asking me what drones are available.
What drones are available?
These are the available drones. Marks they are drone.
Takeoff.
Sent command.
Selfie.
Sent command to capture image to Markser.
So as we've actually looked, you've seen a whole bunch of things. The key problem that I had, and everyone in the audience who actually uses most mobile devices, is voice, the actual recognition. Part of the problem actually is I'm mic'd to death, and we're getting a little bit of feedback. The other problem is utterances. For whatever reason, it doesn't like when I say yes. It might be because I'm from Brooklyn, by the way. But in any case, let's think about what's going on behind the scenes. That's a very complex set of scenarios that were going on besides the voice reco. I'm actually at various points during that using services on our cloud Bluemix. So we were actually looking at translating into French, and we're using our globalization pipeline, which we can show you in the booth, The other side of it is I'm using API management to actually look through all the APIs and worry about the security. I ask for news through some of the APIs, as well as I clearly use the text-to-speech. So that's kind of a quick overview of what we're doing in this project, and we hope to come back in the future and show you it in a much different way. Thank you very much.